All right, good morning, boys and girls. So today we're going to be talking about meiosis and its connection to sexual reproduction. So by the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand how sexual reproduction occurs, in the human body. So before we begin, I want us to think back to our previous lesson and decide whether you think is mitosis able to take place in the human body, why or why not. So take a few seconds, review your notes from last class about what mitosis means, and then when you're ready, answer the question. Give a few seconds to pause. Okay, so as we're going to find out, mitosis does not occur in the human body. Instead, it's a process called meiosis. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. Right now, I want to talk briefly about sexual reproduction and its definition. So, in order for sexual reproduction to happen, two sex cells need to come together in order to create a new organism. So, the male sex cell is known as the sperm, and the female sex cell is known as the egg. So, the egg and the sperm come together. And when that happens, we call this process fertilization. Okay? So the combined cell is also known as a zygote. So as you see in the visual, the egg and the sperm join together and they become one combined cell called the zygote. Okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about diploid and haploid cells. Both of these cells form during sexual reproduction. So what is the difference between them? So haploid cells have one set of chromosomes, while diploid cells have two sets of chromosomes. And an easy way to remember that is di is representative of two. Di, represents two. So anytime you see the word di, it's talking about two sets. Okay? So meiosis is different from mitosis. So meiosis is a process that produces haploid sex cells, and there are two versions on meiosis, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And now there's an easy way to remember about meiosis. The way we think about it is this: without meiosis, you wouldn't have meat. Meaning that, meiosis only occurs in humans. So think of me talking about people. So that's the way to connect. So here's a diagram showing meiosis 1. And you'll notice, sort of like mitosis, it also has the same phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. However, you see that the chromosomes themselves are splitting apart. Whereas, the cell divides among itself in mitosis. And then in mitosis, and then here is a diagram of what meiosis 2 looks like. And the main difference is meiosis 2 forms 4 haploid cells. Okay, so it has the same phases, except for the cytophase does not occur in meiosis 2. Okay, so what I would like for you to do now is review this information. I have also attached 2 links, a set of flashcards, and an article that talks further about meiosis and its connection to sexual reproduction. If you have any questions, please email me, and I hope you enjoy this lesson.